What's up, everyone? Welcome to another podcast video, but this one is a little different since I am joined by a friend and doing an interview with them. I'm Turtle Reaper 14, and I'm joined by Sai Long. Want to say hello to the audience?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
So, you all should remember him from my channels that I made the thank you videos on because he made stuff for my channel, so I made thank you videos on it. He always puts in his efforts when he makes my work, and that's why they turn out amazing to me. He's done it to my other friends. I did ask my other friends if they were planning to do YouTube or need an icon for their channel, and or an icon for gaming. Sorry. And they said they weren't sure yet. I was going, and if they did, I was going to go to Sai for his work. He made a total of 3 icons for me, as well as 2 banners. And he also made 2 backgrounds for this channel, which of course you got to see already and get to see again. He made an icon for one of my friends who does rap. Um, since he was looking for an icon to use, I went to Sai, got a little sketch. I showed him his Instagram. He liked it, and we went from there. Then I had another one who wanted to do YouTube. He got an icon and banner for his channel, and then of course he made a sculpture for me that I wanted for decoration.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
And then
Sorry
I've
about that.
been thinking of getting another playmat with the Reaper in black during a Greyish Night with Little Turtle Army in front of him.
It's definitely that doesn't sound that bad, to be honest. That sounds like a fun project. Just get some sketches to you, see what you like. You know I am.
Yeah, I'll definitely be down for that.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to add?
Yeah. How is your friends doing? Because I know I did some work with War Fox and then the rapper guy. How are they doing? Did they pump out any new work or still work in progress right now?
Well, the rapper guy is still doing music, that I know of.
I see.
Warfox, on the other hand, he had some videos, but I don't want to go too much in depth because I don't want to feel like I'm attacking him because um, I've been supportive of him. I will always be supportive of him. But he had some videos and he deleted them because he wanted to try and fix them. And then at the same time, I don't want to sound bad about it either. But he was hoping to get subscribers fast. But I told him that YouTube, you kind of have to work your way up. You can't immediately get
Oh yeah.
subscribers quickly. You gotta work
Exactly.
for it.
Mm. Maybe he's making a plan, or maybe he's taking a small break. But
Yeah, he could be taking a break. I don't really know for sure.
I know a lot of people pay for subscribers, but I never understood that concept because most of the time it's just bots. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that kind of sounds like my car video where a guy commented and there's a site where you could buy views, you can buy subscribers,
Yeah.
but technically to me buying subscribers doesn't really matter because it's more about views. But you need a certain amount of subscribers, I think 1,000,
Hmm.
in order to really get paid. But I don't look forward to getting paid because I like doing it for fun.
Yeah. You're looking for the content. Like you're looking to connect with people. That's the important part.
Yeah, the content and pretty
Yeah.
much the entertainment, you know.
So
Yeah, like being entertainment to the audience,
yeah.
you know, because if you're not entertainment enough, you know, you're just not. It's not gonna really be like a funny video. It's gonna be like a boring video.
Yeah. Exactly. It's kind of like you don't want to be a soulless husk, right? Like just the Turtle Reaper shell. What you need the Turtle Reaper. You know what I'm saying?
I know there's times where I'm not funny, but I know it's different. Is there anything else you would like to add?
No, you can continue. It's,
I got some questions for you if you're ready.
yeah, no problem.
What got you into doing artwork? Like either from school or like from the past or anything?
As artwork wise, I think like many artists, it's just something they do when they're a kid. And there's like a defining moment when you're drawing in your lifespan where you decide, hey, this is either a hobby or hey, I want to make this my life. So I think around third grade, I got really into like comic books and drawing. And I decided, hey, I want to make my own comic book and that'll be my goal in life. So I decided to go to art school, which I learned a lot of stuff, but maybe it wasn't the best choice, to be honest. But I'm almost graduating, so I just want to get done with it and get my degree, and then finally, when I get a chance, work on my comic.
That doesn't sound too bad. It might go well. Hopefully, anyway. I mean, it seems interesting. What is your goal from this?
Art wise or like career wise?
Probably arts wise, but if you have anything for career wise, then you could do both.
I think art wise, it's just every artist is to get better. Like there's no perfect way to draw art or way to do art. There's definitely a lot of ways you can improve your art by learning different skills from different people. So my goal for that would be to just just keep growing. That's all. Cause like it's kind of like, for example, Tour Reaper, when you started off your YouTube channel, it's much different than it is now. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of things you learn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like my friend Yuck said to me. From my past videos, I was quiet to now where I'm more out there. So yeah, I kind of relate to that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. And that's introvert or extrovert or not. That's a very important skill to have in the world. Just the ability to talk to people or pronounce yourself, or especially when you're doing like showbiz like you were doing, or going to a job interview or whatever, you need to learn how to talk, even if you might not be comfortable with it, but that's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta do it one way or another.
You gotta do it exactly. You can't hide all the damn time. Just gotta get it done. But career wise, I think what I want to do is, like I said, when I'm third grade, I decided I want to do comic books, and that's what I've been striving for. Every little thing I do is one step closer to publishing my comic book, whenever that may be. And again, it's like I don't care if I make a lot of money or not. My only goal is to publish it. So if I end up in a cardboard box, then it's my fault after I publish it.
Well, let's hope it doesn't go bad, cause that would suck.
Hopefully not. And then 100 years later, after I'm dead, people are gonna start realizing, damn, this is a good comic.
I'm sure it won't turn out too bad. You could always put all effort into one or make up a backup.
We'll see.
What are your usual prices for the stuff that you made for me, as well as other stuff that you have made?
So usually, I'll start off with my usual prices. For example, if it's like me and you, I know you're a returning customer and like you're a friend to me, so I always give you like a discount. If anything, it's like 20% discount or 30% discount on your end, because I know you keep coming back and I know you support me and I want to support you. So that's like that friendship that builds. And I like to keep that consistent with my returning customers. But people who are just coming to me randomly that I don't know, I started doing this thing where I do a $45 minimum, and then I work like a $12 or $13 increment depending on what they want per hour. That way, just say the buyer wants out, I still get at least $45 if they don't like my work for the time I spent. And it's more fair to them, like just say they don't have all the money up front. I'll be like, give me $45 now, you can give me the rest later whenever it's done.
Well, there's times where you do some pavement so that way you can get the tools you need to get the equipment to make. Like for the mouse pads, you need the pad as well as utensils. I know you need that up front too.
Yeah.
Or you had some people who got things from you but didn't pay for 'em.
Oh my God, yeah. Damien, I was younger. I was like 16. I did a playmat business, so um sorry, I did a playmat business alongside my computer building business. But people would order playmats for gaming or to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're like not like the playmat that you use that I made for you, the small ones, the mouse pad. They were like gigantic mouse pads. They would cover the entire desk. So what I would do is I would charge a free sketch, and usually they'd like it. And then I would tell them, which is terrible, I should never done this. I went really cheap. I'll go, oh yeah, it's $45 for everything, color, line work. amounts of characters, anything. Looking back, that's terrible per hour. I feel that's like under $8 an hour, but for the work I did. But anyways, I wouldn't charge them a safety net price or an upfront price. And by the end of it, they would either leave me on red because they didn't like the way how it turned out, or they wanted something different, and then I just kind of lose that money and time. I would end up with nothing, and then I would have to find another buyer to buy the product that they wanted, and that was even more of a mess. A lot of the times I just ended up trading them for different items or just giving them out for free. Definitely a loss.
Yeah, I know that must suck. I know sometimes you gotta take the position to figure out what you can and can't do. Cause I know that kind of does suck. That's kind of what why you do it now, which I don't mind. It makes sense,
Exactly, yeah.
especially since you needed to buy tools as well for equipment.
Yeah, like I did that with your sculpture. It was a fun thing to build, and I'm sorry that FedEx or USPS broke it. Um, I did the upfront price with you, and then right away I said, "Hey, give me the upfront, and then I can go out and get the clay, and I can get the tools, and then hopefully it would come in the next 2 or 3 days, and I'd start immediately working on it." So a lot of the times, like that 45 upfront isn't directly towards me. It's just to get everything I need to start your piece.
Yeah, because most of the time when it comes to your stuff that you make, there's times we need money for the mouse pad, the playmat, as well as the little markers and whatnot. So yeah, you kind of use it mostly on equipment than you do technically your own self.
Yeah, I had to get the mats, had to get the markers because it's it's weird. Art is like there's a lot of planning that goes into art. Like sometimes people just mess around and do whatever, but you got to think of, hey, what materials will last? I can use like a shitty marker on his mat, but that's scummy. Why would I want to do that? I want to give him a quality product. You have to look at what works with cotton felt and whatnot, and what you got to think of like, hey, what if someone spilt water on this? What would happen? You know what I mean? You got to take things into account.
Yeah, because if you get them what they want, say like using making it crappy, then you can get you kind of get your name out there.
Exactly. Yeah. So, a question for you, Damien. How do you go out with planning your videos, or is it just kind of like a easy going, easy type thing?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I do cheat my videos. I don't really do much editing to it. I just put it into a video or cut it to a certain length and make it into a video, but I usually don't go in depth. There are times where I try to add text, so
That's smart though. That a lot of people do that. It gives out consistent content that way. It's like planning.
I have been trying to do more work with my videos though too.
Hmm.
But I'm also doing what I know already.
Yeah, I've been seeing your intros. They're looking awesome. Like your friend does music for your videos, you said?
Yeah.
And then I also like the way you've been editing the effects and everything. That's really cool with the text.
Yeah, I like the outcome. I just need to work on my outro more because I think it's crap.
Yeah,
I'll probably work on the outro sometime, maybe.
you'll get there, don't worry. Time and effort, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, what are your future plans? It could be anything that you know of or just anything you think of.
Future plans? I think right now it's kind of in the air, but I'm really leaning towards it. I got offered a job to teach comic books, so to kids. So I think they're around the age of like from grade school all the way to early high school. So what I've been doing is just reading a bunch of comic books and writing notes, and eventually in August I have to do this. I'm gonna make a curriculum and then set it up and send it to my school, and hopefully I can get the job. However, due to COVID, things are a little tricky now. I don't even know if the class is running. I haven't heard anything. But worst case, if I do get, no, not worst case, best case, if I do get the job, I mean, they already proposed a job to me. If it does end up going, I'll just have to teach an online class to kids, which I don't mind.
It will probably be online due to it. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
it'll probably be that way too.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't go too bad. At least I don't think.
It's a it's definitely something that I will find fun doing in my career. I've already became a TA, a teacher's assistant for an art class for kids and a woodworking class for kids. And it's it's definitely challenging because the kids are crazy, but it's a fun thing to do. I see it's like a good starting point being a teacher rather than just going into art. I'm gonna do both at the same time because I want to start a family within the next couple of years, and it's kind of like I can't just think about myself. I gotta think about the people I'm gonna be living with and how I can support them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of be stable instead of like, kind of make it where you're up there instead of below. That way you're not always stressing. You're always on top and never really drop below.
Exactly. Yeah. It can't, like you said, it just can't happen overnight. Usually, if you're lucky, yeah, one in a million, but you gotta work your ass off towards it.
I mean, just like with YouTube, I mean, you gotta start from low and go up. So I mean, it makes sense for it to be kind of that same way. So yeah.
Go on, exactly. Like you're already too deep, you just gotta keep going.
You just can't give up that easy. Gotta keep fighting it, till you get up there.
How about you? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good.
What are your plans for the future of the channel? Like, what's your ideal, like, oh my god, I made it moment?
I'll mostly just keep posting videos. Essentially, I don't really want to become popular, but I don't mind being up there. But I don't really know what future plans I have with my channel per se.
Just keep making videos?
Yeah, pretty much. Since I don't really know much what else to do with it.
I see. Well, how about non-channel wise? How has life been treating you? How are you going to school or you got a job in Illinois, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been doing well. I got 4 classes in this spring or this fall, and then the internship in spring, which hopefully goes well.
Oh, that'll be awesome. And are you in college or high school right now, Damon?
College.
College, yeah. You going into your final year?
Yeah, I believe so. Since yeah, technically fall, spring, yeah, one
Yeah.
year. Yep.
And this is a question everyone asks is, what's your major?
IT LAN and security specialist for technology.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I know you won't be living in a cardboard box. How about that?
Yeah, except only problem is where I'm at. There's not really.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some schools that have technology, and then there's some that don't. But I'm not really much of a people person, so I probably have a little bit more problem. But I don't think
You
there's
would pro
much here I could probably do. At least not
yeah,
that I know of.
yeah. Well, it's a learning thing. Like, you probably, for you, you probably want to move towards, I'm guessing, like the city areas, right? If you want to find a job. Yeah. And it all depends on how much you like the city. Because I used to love the city, but man, I hate it now. I lived in Boston for like 2 years of my life. Rough.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind having like a computer business of my own. I don't know if I'd have like a store or whatnot. Either that and work at the grocery store I'm still at is probably my goal. Probably.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. Dude, making computers is definitely fun. I remember in high school when I had that computer business, but it all went to shit when Bitcoin became a thing because all the prices skyrocketed. But I always thought like, hey, if I could just find a job where I just assemble PCs, I'd be like the happiest kid in the world.
See, I like work on computers, but the only thing I couldn't do is like the socket parts of like the motherboard where you mold parts together. That I couldn't do. That'd be too
Hmm.
difficult for me.
A lot of little parts.
Yeah, especially with all the like
Yeah.
little or yeah, all the little other parts that are extra. Yeah, it just seems a
Hmm.
bit difficult.
It's so small, you know what I mean? And we have like such big hands.
Yeah, it'd just be a pain. I'd rather just work on the other stuff since that's more entertaining.
But no, that's good, man. That's good.
Do you plan on continuing what you do for me as you do, but instead for others as well?
How so? Damn man, what do you mean?
like the play mats you made as well as the mouse pads, but for other people.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm making one right now as we speak. Some customer ordered a one-piece playmat, so I've uploaded a couple images onto my Instagram, but that's what I'm doing right now. And he only, again, it's like the pricing thing. I've known this kid for a while, and he only wants black line work. So I said, okay. And I charged him 124, which is relatively cheap due to how big it is and how much work it would have been if it was just color. But yeah, he got definitely a good deal on it.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But having a good deal is also a good thing too, because then you get it for cheap.
No, exactly. And having like the returning customer discount that you got too, it's definitely good. But yeah, if I'm always open, I'm taking commissions left and right. If you ever need something, like you said you wanted that Turtle Reaper Army playmat, I'm down to make it. Sketch it out. Again, sketches are free. So
Definitely down for that.
yeah, don't be shy.
So what is your firm price and does include shipping? Well, I guess we kind of already went over that. Or like that masks that I mentioned from another guy or commented you on too.
Yeah, so again, that's one of those things. Sketches are free. I keep saying it. He wanted a mask for a Twitch live stream or something.
I wasn't sure what he wanted it for.
I did a lot of sketches for him, but he said yes, I want it, but he never ended up coming back and saying, "I'm ready, I have the money." So because of that, I never ended up making it, which kind of sucks, but what can you do?
Yeah, that kind of does, but yeah, you can't really do much about it.
No, I didn't. Yeah. Or a lot of times customers are it's like you got to think of like a being a businessman or businesswoman when you're doing like commissions or trying to sell anything. A lot of the times you just got to push it, like just say someone's not replying to you or they're being weird, like, "Oh, I don't have it yet," or they keep making excuses. You just keep asking like, "Hey, do you have the money yet?" Or, "Hey, do you still want this?" Like sometimes I feel bad asking, but again, it's like it's my job, you know what I mean? You asked me to make a mask and I need to know. But again, I was expecting him to get back to me because I said to get back and it didn't happen. So, he probably found something else or bought something else. You never know. But it's okay. At least my name's out there. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't. That kind of does suck, but yeah, I mean, from a business perspective, yeah, that would be the smartest thing to do is keep asking questions about it.
Yeah, but no, it's cool. I wanted to do that because I always wanted to make cosplay, build cosplay. I've done like light cosplay in the past, but nothing too crazy. But I think it's like a fun hobby. But again, can't really do cosplay right now because of COVID. But sucks.
Yeah, I can't do much there, but yeah, it kind of sucks you didn't do the mask because then it could like kind of broaden what you do too. That way, people would know more stuff you could do other than just what what
No,
I
yeah.
already have, which is simple, but maybe people want more stuff than what I already have. So yeah.
No, yeah, definitely. I have a well, no, I shouldn't say but art school has taught me a large range of styles, and like usually I get commissions for styles I don't really like enjoy doing, but I do it anyways. So I've done lots of like even real life portraits for people and whatnot, and people seem to like them. So I'll just keep going with that.
Yeah, now your two formats for styles are anime or your style, which I always did your style.
Yeah, yeah. No, I love doing my style, but a lot of people when they come to me, they either say, "Yeah, I like it, but I want anime," or they say, "Yeah, I like it, but I want cartoon." My style is really a mix of both, but it's all about what the customer wants. You know what I mean? But it's also how can I make it enjoyable for myself too.
Granted, it somewhat looks similar to anime, but not too much. There's a little difference, but not a lot.
No, I hope not. I guess I gotta change that then.
So since we already went over like different pricing, so what do you usually do with shipping? Is it already included in the price, or I mean, there's times where you already have it in the price, but then there's times where you tell me how much or what the product is, and then shipping. So I didn't know if you put it together or is it.
Usually, let me see. It depends on how big a piece is or how heavy a piece is. Like, I don't remember, but I remember thinking the Turtle Reaper clay piece I did for you was very heavy. So I had I think I did charge you, right, for shipping. Because it was so heavy, I had to charge the shipping. I think I charged you like $12 or $14 for shipping or something. It ended up being an it ended up being an $18 shipping piece. So a lot of times you lose money, but it's like, what can you do? You know what I mean? Um, Usually I do free shipping if I'm depending on what the piece is. I do free shipping if it's over like $50 because it's just like I want to keep the art for the rest of the life. Like, hey, I made this for you. Keep it safe.
Yeah, because it looks like it's $11
Oh, 11?
or no, it's yeah, it looks like $28 and 85 cents. Yeah, so it's a little off from $8. You said $8 at first, so yeah, that's kind of high up there.
Oh shit. Yeah, you see, sometimes like that's the hard part. You gotta like guess how much something weighs along with the box and the contents in it, and be like, ah, crap, I don't know what to charge this guy. So in the end, I made it's not necessarily the wrong decision, but I made the wrong judgment of saying, oh, it's this price, don't worry, and then I ended up taking a loss. But it's that's the business, right? You win, you lose.
Well, I guess there are times where I do pay a little bit extra from the product you make. There's times where I pay a little bit more than the price you tell me it is.
No, yeah, and it's awesome. Thank you for those. I remember I made you that car icon. And again, Damien, if you want, I will make you a new one. I hate it. I tried my best on it and I wasn't in the best mind state. I made you a little green car icon and I hated it so bad. And I remember going like, yeah, Damien, just give me like $8 for it because I'm not happy with it. But you ended up giving me a little bit more. But it all depends. No, yeah, just let me know.
Definitely will. Yeah, like it sucks. Last Friday, I had a rock get thrown from another vehicle into my windshield.
No, yeah, people are freaking nuts.
But yeah, then it cracked the windshield, and I talked to a glass specialty place, which I think does work on stores, and they said they do it for $40, but they said they work on it, but it would be seeable, and when they work on it, it might spread. Then another place that an auto glass one, I didn't get any. Oh, I got information back that the whole windshield would need replaced. So
Oh, what the heck? So like, why even pay them?
yeah, pretty much what I was thinking. I was like, well, if anything, I'll just wait and just replace it when I get more money or something. Probably what I'll do, future or something.
No, yeah, just I don't know. It's like a stereotype, but Americans driving like nut jobs. I remember I was in Roxbury, Boston, and I was driving with my fiance in the car. This guy in front of me decided that it was a smart idea to take a screwdriver and just drop it out the window, a metal screwdriver, and I had to swerve out of the way. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, there are people driving. If you really don't want that screwdriver, just wait to throw it in the trash can or just at least throw it off the road. Don't just drop it. But I again, I I don't know. Maybe it was kind of like a hey, fuck you, I don't like you, I'm just gonna do this, or maybe it was just someone being stupid. But I think it was just someone being stupid because it had to have been. It's like I don't know who the hell this person is in my life.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had that happen to me yet.
Yeah. I know you do like you're kind of like a vigilante. You take photos and videos of people and you post it online, which is awesome. exposing them.
See, I have a spoiler on my Mustang, but that doesn't mean I'm speedy speedy. I have a dash cam so I can go slow and easy, and even though people pass me and I'm going a decent speed, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I just take my time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to. Again, when you're on the road, it's just like it's my life, but it's also people around me life. And if you're acting like a dick, you know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah, see, I've got pulled over for 135 and a 25 on 4th of July because I was trying to hit my friends and I was kind of in a hurry because my manager was a dick and I got out late, so I tried to hurry me go there and the cop pulled me over. It was somewhat night going on nighttime, so he said,
Yeah.
"Well, you
Yeah.
gotta watch out for people," and I took that to heart.
Really. Yeah. Yeah. You, you know, it's like it's weird. It depends. Sometimes cops don't care, and it depends on like the flow of traffic. Like usually in my state, if the speed limit says 25, you can go to above 10 over and the cops don't care. But usually if you go 15 over, it's kind of pushing it, but again, they usually don't care. But anything over that, yeah, they're definitely going to stop you. But again, like the flow of traffic, I drive with the flow. Like on the highway, people are driving 80 miles per hour in like a 55 zone. So I just drive 80 with them. So I don't cause a freaking collision or any yeah, anything over that will you don't want to look suspicious, you know what I mean? It's like if everyone's driving fast, then the cop usually will either not care or he'll pull one person over as like a warning and then the other cars will slow down. But
So pretty much not to be suspicious.
yeah, yep. It's like if I'm going 55 in a 55-mile per hour zone and everyone else is going 80, I'm kind of screwing myself over too because for example, yeah, someone might hit me, you know?
Yeah, either from going too slow or a cop goes after you for going by the looks of it, you going slower than the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like I go 65 and a 55, and I go by cops and I don't do anything, but I don't know the color of our cops because our cops are black and white or white. I thought cops that were white were state troopers, black were our city cops, but I guess I don't remember that what they are anymore. So at least I'm not worried about it anyway.
Yeah, I guess it all depends. I know our cop cars here, we have like so many different types in mass. We have like undercover cop cars, and then we have like truck cop cars, and we have like usually our cop cars are the black ones around here. But if you go to like an old town, like near Cape Cod or something, they're white. They're white.
Yeah, I guess we do have some that are undercover here too. I forgot about those.
But that's what you're doing is good. Maybe you can be like some costume superhero chasing down everyone who's speeding, breaking traffic laws. Maybe you can get the mask.
Really don't do anything and like I had a car pass me going 80, I believe, and I have it on footage. I tried getting the cop after him, but
The cop got him.
um, yeah, he didn't do anything. And essentially from there on, I pulled over, put my hazards on. He pulled up. I talked to him, and then essentially I gave him my channel and went from there. Well, there was another time where these two trucks were going 80 and higher. I don't really know what speed, but they were going faster. Get up behind two
Hmm.
bikes and almost less than a car length away. And I put the license plate in the video, and I also called the cop too, so that way he could get the information. I also told him the video would be live, and it is. So yeah,
Yeah, trucks are assholes, dude, on the road. I don't know why. Call it a little dick syndrome.
I never thought about calling them that, you know, but it's not a bad idea considering that's somewhat similar. Yeah, compensating.
I I've had like mixed experiences with bikers because I know maybe not recently, but there used to be no biking laws, and then they finally imposed it. Well, at least in mass. Like I would bike a lot, but I would always bike on the sidewalk. But I think now it's like in some areas it's illegal, which is weird. but I don't mind. Uh, I'm fine when bikers stay on the rightmost side of the road because that's where they're supposed to go. But I've had bikers just bike in the wrong lane, coming straight to traffic, or they're biking in the middle of the traffic. You're like, what the hell are you doing? Do you want to die? It's like a mixed experiences.
But I can't say much because I have seen some of our bikers speed, and of course I watch biker videos of them having to deal with all that, as well as anything else. I mean, motorcycles aren't bad in my opinion.
Oh, sorry, Damien. I thought you meant like bicycles. You're talking about motorcycles, right? That makes me sound like a maniac. Yeah, I'm driving on the sidewalk.
Whoops, my bad. I should have clarified more better. My bad.
No, it's okay. I think you mentioned a couple, I don't know, a couple months ago, you mentioned going on a vacation with your friends and you might want to come up here. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I wanted to go out. Yeah, I kind of wanted to kind of do this interview in person, but also, actually meet you. But yeah, we were going to, and then of course this pandemic had to happen, so it kind of got pushed back. But yeah, I was hoping to do it this sometime this year, and it come out to be that way. Hopefully, maybe next year it might be better.
No, yeah. It's like I see it kind of like karma in a way because for the longest time the United States kind of just ignored it. They're like, "Oh, it's not real." And now everyone's getting it. And like I know people that have died from it and in my family that have died or just contracted it. And it just surprises me that still a lot of people now they're like invincible, you know what I mean? I know there's conspiracy theories going on too, like whether it is a government made virus or whatever, I don't know. Maybe who knows? You know what I mean? Whoever knows. But what I do know is that it is contagious and they're doing these things for a reason and a lot of countries have already gotten over COVID because they took precaution. They're smart. But we just seem to be opening everything back up and everyone keeps contracting it and no one cares or wears a mask and it's just like a mess over here.
But yeah, just like I mean, I have heart problems, so if I get it, I'm kind of screwed. So I mean, I'm not too hesitant, but I mean, there's nothing I can really do about it.
No, yeah. Young people, I think this like 20-year-old kid died from it. Just like a lot of people think, "Oh, I'm young, it won't really affect me." But no, it's tough.
Yeah, I think my mom told me about that. But yeah, I know it says it's supposed to be kids and elderly, but yeah, it don't mean that you're safe. Yeah, there's still a chance you can get it, especially since if you have asthma, yeah, you could still pretty much get it or any other way. I mean, it's technically a sickness, so it spreads. So yeah.
Yeah. I have like a dormant type of asthma. I used to have it really bad as a kid and it's gotten to the point where I don't need to use medicine anymore for it, but if I'm like doing something really crazy like running or exercising, pushing myself really hard, it comes back, you know what I mean? So I'm worried that like if my body's constantly pushing itself if I get COVID, then there's a great potential that my asthma can kick in and fuck me over.
Yeah, see, I have asthma, but only
Is
when
it
I'm like really sick, I would have
careful?
really bad asthma. So I mean, I haven't been sick in a while, which is nice,
Yeah,
but that probably doesn't still mean I'm still not gonna be safe from it. So,
yeah.
and I mean, I'm not gonna be rude here, but sometimes at a time I did want something like this to happen for a pandemic, but I wanted it to be more like where people would actually stay away from people. People here just don't care and they get next to me, and I hate it.
It's like sometimes I understand it. Like if there's like an aisle per se, and there's a lot of people in that aisle, and you have to get through or you have to get something. Sometimes I get it. Like I don't get mad if someone passes me because they need to get something. But like other times, like if you're like waiting or like you're just standing somewhere where there's enough open space for social distancing, and then they just come, like you said, right up to you, and they just wait there to the point where sometimes they're even like touching you, like brushing by you. I'm like, dude, get away from me. You know what I mean?
But yeah, just like they have enough. The store I work at has enough room for two people to walk by each other in the aisle without really being next to each other, and yet they still get the closest to me for some reason. I don't understand why. Then of course, me and my mom were at another store getting soda, and these people were getting soda, but they're also talking. And I'm not gonna be rude. I didn't care who they were. They were African American. I didn't care, but we were just trying to get the stuff we needed. I was half asleep, so I didn't do much. Um, but we just needed it. But then, of course, when we tried getting close to the soda, they thought we were going to take stuff from their cart because we got near their cart while they were away from it. So, but we just wanted a 24 pack of Sprite, and we were out of there.
And you're like, no, we're not taking your cart. Yeah, did you tell them? Did you guys did you guys talk about it? Like, hey, I'm not stealing your freaking cart.
Yeah, I think my mom said something about that when they went back to their cart. Like, I'm near, because they got right up on us, like we were get too close to their cart or something. Pretty much went and grabbed the soda and just we went on our way.
Did they realize like, oh shit, sorry?
They might have. I don't really remember.
Yeah.
They might have went back to what they were doing shortly after we walked away. So probably.
I just want my soda.
Yeah, pretty much just a soda and that's it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it was just annoying to have happen, but it is what it is.
it's like everyone has it. It's like a thing called ignorance. It's like knowing one way but like not paying attention to anyone else's way. So it's like if you're talking in the middle of coming traffic aisle or whatever it may be, and you're just standing in the middle of it talking and everyone's like struggling to get by you, that's ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Just like you're not the only person. Yeah. You're not the only person in this world, dude. You know? These people are dumb.
Or they stop in front of you.
Yeah, they don't move or anything. It's just like the fuck. I deal with people when I have to, and I just love animals. No, I just take care of animals. I don't have to communicate with them. I just say, "Hey, I take care of you, okay?" And they go, "Okay."
We did already go over this one, but do you need anything before creating what the person wants, like before you make the requested item or items?
Again, like it depends what they want, and I have to get in the right mindset and just sketch, and then I just present them the sketches. I usually give them like 3 to 4 options sometimes, and I say choose the best one. And if they really don't like it, which hasn't really happened to me yet, it probably will. Who knows? You know what I mean? But I will make more sketches for them. That's just how I am. Yeah, yeah. And I have like a really loose, sketchy style. It's never representative of my final artwork. So I remember in art school, I would sketch really in depthly, and one of my teachers was like, "Hey, Sai, that's an awesome sketch, but like, why are you wasting so much time? Why are you wasting so much time on an art piece that you may not even like want to do?" And I was like, "Oh my God, you're so right." So now I just really roughly sketch, and I'm like, "Hey, this is the idea. My intentions and the way it will come out is usually a little bit different from the sketch, but it will be awesome." And I tell them that. So it's like, if you trust me as your artist, choose one of them, and then I will get you a really nice piece. Like, here, I don't. I'll send you something on Messenger if you want to take a look at. And it looks really like rough, kind of like dumb. But then this is my one piece, like final that I'm doing right now, and I'll send that to you. And it looks like really different.
Yeah, I can see it. It don't look too bad. Actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a slight enhancement, but that's how I usually tell my customers.
Yeah, the one that's more nicely done, yeah, it looks pretty nice. Actually has a lot of detail to it, yeah. I hope he likes it in the end too. That'd be even better, right?
Thank you. It's what he wants, so hopefully he likes it. He says he loves it. So we'll see. I had a I remember one time I had a customer, I made a playmat for him and it didn't come out exactly the way he wanted it, and he wasn't really happy with it. But the piece was finished and it was to the point where there's really nothing I can do. I just said, "Hey, I'm sorry." You know what I mean? He still paid me and it was fine. Like, I felt bad, but then again it's like, I'm sorry I couldn't do what you wanted. That's all.
I mean, that's the only downside is, yeah, there's times where it's good and then there's times where there's not much else you can do for it, so. And is there anything else you would like to add or say?
Um I think I'm good, unless there's something you want to ask.
Not that I can think of anyway.
It's okay. Well, if we're reaching towards the end, I want to say thank you for having me, and I'm always open if you want to play some games or anything. I have you added on Steam, I think, so maybe we'll have some games we both share. Who knows?
I know there's a couple, so I mean, it should work out. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and appreciate your work.